And then blinking open the eyes, start to come into the space. If you're not there already, bring yourself to the top of the mat. So feet can be hip width apart or big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Take the arms halfway up so they're parallel to the ground. Start to squat down, so bend the knees, bend the hips, and lower yourself all the way down to seated, coming as low as you can with control, coming down onto your bum. Nice. Exhale around the spine, roll yourself all the way down onto your back. And dropping the hands down by your hips. Tucking the heels in towards your hips. Ground the heels and hands into the mat. As you inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky, finding a bridge pose. Squeezing the knees together. Exhale, roll it back down. One more time, this time adding in the hands. So as you inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, sweep the arms back up and drop the backs of the hands down to the mat. Exhale, lower. Lower the hips, sweep the hands back. Let's do 4 more like this. As you inhale, lift the hips, sweep the arms up and over, drop the hands, back of the hands down to the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale to rise. Bridge flows. Lying on your back with the knees bent up as you inhale, lifting up the hips with the arms up and over. As you finish your last one, drop the hips, sweep the arms back down. Take another bridge pose, keep the hands down on the mat. Inhale, lift through the hips. This time, ground down into the right leg. See if you can lift the left leg up to the sky, keeping the hips level. So really squeezing that right glute here. Breathing here, strong legs. Exhale, drop the left leg down. Keep the bridge if you're able, otherwise you can take a little break, lower it down. Keeping the bridge ground down into the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Steady through the hips, good. Squeeze the legs, breathing here. Exhale, drop the right leg down. Drop the hips down. Inhale, draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze, squeeze them in. And then one hand to each knee. Start to draw the knees in, out to the side, and then pushing them away, creating circles with the knees, opening up through the hips here. And then taking it in the opposite direction. Just a few times, waking up through the hips here. And slowly taking it back to stillness, draw the knees into the chest. And we're gonna rock and roll forwards and try and make our way up to standing as we rock and roll forward. So if you need a little assist with the hands, no worries. So just get a little bit of momentum first, rolling forwards and backwards through the spine. And then rocking yourself forwards, extend the arms out in front of you, press yourself up to standing. Nice, Nicole. And then come back to find Tadasana at the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart or big toes to touch. Ground down into the left foot, draw the right knee up towards your chest. You can take a micro bend in that left leg. Holding here. Find the balance. And so your choice, option of staying with the knee bent, or if you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can bring your 2-piece fingers to that right big toe. Start to extend the right leg out in front of you. And you can keep it bent as much as you need. Holding here, so just find the balance. Maybe you want to hold on to a wall. And then we're just going to open out to the side. So keeping the balance here again. So again, you have the option of keeping the knees bent like this, opening it out to the side, holding on to the toe, opening out to the side. Breathing wherever you are. Again, you can take that micro bend in the left leg. Whoop. Slowly start to draw the leg back to center. Exhale, drop it back down. Just shake out the legs a little bit. And we'll take it over on the other side. Come back to Tadasana. Hands come to the hips. Draw the left leg into the chest. Grab hold of it with the left hand. Micro bend in that right leg. Option of staying with the bent knee. Option of grabbing hold of the left big toe. Extend the leg. Breathing here. And then with control, start to take it out to the side. Holding here. See if you can level off through the hips. Yeah, maybe grabbing onto something. Exhale, take it back to center. Release the leg. Shake it out. Nice. Come back to top of the mat, Tadasana. Hands by your sides. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Gaze up. Bow forwards as you exhale. Forward fold, plant the hands. Heel toe the feet hip width apart. Bend the knees a lot. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Just find a sway side to side here. Shake out through the head. Release through the neck. Slowly swing back to center. Drop the hands down. Heel toe the feet back together. Ground down into the left foot. Step the right foot back. Big step back. Lower the right knee down. Low lunge. Ground down into the left foot. Inhale. Take the arms up to the sky. Good. Nice. Exhale. Sweep the arms around. Interlace them behind you. Draw them down towards the ground. Find a nice big lift through the chest. Gaze up to the sky. Good. Breathing here. Exhale. Release the hands. Drop the hands down in front of you. Tuck that back foot. Step the left foot back through to a high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, untuck the feet, lower chest and chin all the way down to the mat. Inhale, roll back, baby cobra. Exhale, lower, press back, downward facing dog. So first down dog of the practice. Taking whatever you need here to stretch it out, pedaling out through the feet. Again, maybe shaking out through the head. Rising up onto the balls of the feet and lowering back down. And then just settling into the pose, breathing here. Starting to maybe engage that Ujjayi victorious breath, breathing in and out through the nose with audible, slight constriction of the throat. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Tiptoe the feet all the way up to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Create space, exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down through prayer in front of heart center and down by your sides. Second side, inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Bow forwards as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips or shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, big step back, drop the left knee. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, sweep the arms around, interlace them behind the back, draw them down towards the ground, lift through the chest, lift the gaze up to the sky. Breathing here. Good. Exhale, release the hands, press them down in front of you, tuck the foot, step the right foot back through high plank. Exhale, lower knees, lower chest and chin all the way down. Inhale, roll back, baby cobra. Exhale, lower, press it back, downward facing dog. For 5 rounds of breath. Really settling into the breath in your downward facing dog. Remember, you can always come back to child's pose at any point in the practice. Again, coming back to what you control. You control your practice. I'm just here as a guide. Inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. See if you can ground down through the left heel, press into the hands, stabilize through the shoulders. Exhale, sweep the right leg forwards, land the foot between the hands, lower than the left knee, come down to that low lunge again, untuck the foot. Sweep the arms up to the sky. This time, interlace the hands, release the index finger, take Kali Mudra. Dropping the arms back, taking a little back bend here. Opening up through the chest space. Engage through the core. Lift through the chest. Exhale, release, bow forwards, plant the hands. Step the right foot back through high plank. And your choice, you can move through that modified vinyasa, or if you want to go for full vinyasa, tilt yourself forwards. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Second side, inhale, sweep the left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Ground down through the hands, through the back heel. Exhale, sweep the left leg forwards, land the foot between the hands, lower the right knee, untuck the foot. Sweep the arms up, low lunge, interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, drop it back with Kali Mudra. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Engage through the lower belly, find a sense of lift, as if you're being pulled up from the center of your chest. Breathing here. Good. Nice. Exhale, release, bow forwards. Plant the hands, step the left foot back through high plank. Full or modified vinyasa, your choice. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one like this. On your next inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky again. 3-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it forward. Land the foot between the hands. Lower the left knee. Sweep the arms up to Kali Mudra. Find that back bend. And your choice, you can stay here or you can tuck the back foot, start to lift up into a high lunge. Finding strength in the legs. Maybe dropping the arms back a little further as you find that lunge. Breathing here. Good, really nice. Exhale, release, bow forwards, plant the hands, step the right foot back through high plank. Vinyasa. Full or modified. Kneading back in downward facing dog. 5 rounds of breath. In down dog, ground down through the hands, ground down through the heels, lift the tailbone up to the sky. Bending the knees as much as you need to find space through the shoulders. Second side like that, ground down through the right leg, sweep the left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it forwards, land the left foot, lower the right knee, untuck the foot. Sweep the arms up, take Kali Mudra. Your choice, stay in the low lunge or tuck the back foot, step it up to high lunge, deepening through your back bend. Breathing here. Long inhale, long exhale. Exhale, release, bow forwards, plant the hands, step back through high plank. Vinyasa. And whenever we go for a vinyasa, always the option of taking it straight back to a downward facing dog. So we need back and down dog. Take 10 rounds of breath as you land there. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, gaze forward, step, hop or float to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, draw the hands down through prayer in front of heart center, down by your sides, Tadasana. Bring the hands to the hips, ground down into the left foot. Take a big step back with your right leg, or whichever one keeps you in front so you know where you're going. So turn the toes out at a 45-degree angle out towards the edges of the mat. Hands come to the hips. Tuck the tailbone down. Inhale, grow long through the crown of the head. As you exhale, bend the knees down, dropping into your goddess, finding strong legs here. Good. Just holding here, breathing here. You can start to find a sway side to side. So working into the inner thighs here, that groin area, finding a nice stretch. Strengthening through the legs. Good, yeah, nice everyone. The shoulders roll back. Slowly start to sway back to center. Inhale, rise up to straight legs. Swivel your toes in so the outer edges of the feet are parallel to the mat. And maybe you want to adjust your stance, widening or shortening the stance. Hands are still on the hips. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, bowing forwards. And you can bend the knees as much as you need here, bringing your head down towards the ground, allowing it to hang heavy. Release the hands from the hips, grab hold of the outer edges of the feet, or you can place them down below the head. Close down the eyes. And then same thing as goddess, you can start to find a little sway side to side, using the control, so bending the knees slightly. So with control, using the strength of the legs here. Slowly start to sway it back to center. Inhale, bring your hands back to the hips, ground down through the heels, squeeze the legs, draw yourself all the way back up to standing. Good. Bring the hands together in prayer in front of heart center. And you can keep the feet parallel or you can turn them out slightly again. And we're just going to sway a little bit from two Skandasanas. So from standing, start to bend the right leg, dropping it over the right foot, coming all the way down. And no worries if you can't get that foot down on the mat. I can't either. So this left foot can flex up or you can point it down. Option of bringing the hands down to the mat for balance, or you can stay up in your prayer. Option of taking the right arm out to the side, sweeping the left arm up to the sky. Breathing here, Skandasana. Beautiful. So finding stability wherever you are, whichever variation you've gone for. Exhale, slowly release. Bring the hands back together in prayer. We're going to sway over to the other side. Start to bend into that left leg, coming through center, dropping over to the left side. Right foot points down or flexes up. Same options here. Fingertips down, prayer lifted. Left arm out to the side, right arm up to the sky. Breathing here. Exhale, release. Come back to that prayer, sway back through center, and then press into the legs. Press yourself all the way back up to standing. Nice. Hands come to the hips, point the toes out to the front of the mat. Step the right foot forwards, or whichever one you took back, coming back to playing Tadasana at the top of the mat. Hands come down by your sides. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky, gaze up. Bow forwards as you exhale. Plant the hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back through high plank, your choice, full or modified vinyasa, or straight back to downward facing dog. We'll meet back in downward facing dog for 5 rounds of breath. Really lengthening out through the breath. Allow it to be really nourishing. One more full round of breath here. On your next inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, gaze forwards. We're hopping through to seated. Hop the feet forwards, roll back onto your bum. Keep the knees bent up. Feet are flat on the mat. Extend the arms out in front of you. Roll the spine. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Good. So we're coming back through to where we started at the beginning. Coming into a little bit of a bridge. So hands down by the hips. Draw the heels in towards the hips. Inhale, ground down into the feet. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Holding here. So we've already done a couple. So if you already want to come into a deeper variation, you can start to tuck the shoulders up underneath you. Interlace the hands alongside the mat. Squeezing the knees towards one another, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Good. Breathing here. Exhale, release the shoulders, roll yourself back down. And we'll take one more round. Your choice, either coming into another bridge, or if you want to go for a wheel. So if you're going for a bridge, you can go ahead and make your way there. If you want to go for a wheel, sweep the arms up over your head, dropping the hands back above the shoulders, fingertips facing towards the feet, squeezing the elbows in towards one another. Inhale, ground down into the hands and heels. Press up onto the crown of the head. Maybe you press up, opening up through the chest. If you're coming into wheel, coming down before you're forced to. So coming down with control. But we're here for a few more breaths. So take your time. So taking 5 nice long rounds of breath wherever you've gone for. Slowly start to make your way out. And rolling yourself back down. Take the feet wide on the mat, knock the knees together. And just windshield wiping the knees side to side, releasing out through the lower back. Slowly coming back to stillness, drawing your knees into your chest. Hugging them in. And then taking your arms wide, T-shape or cactus. Wrap your left leg around the right. Drop the legs over to the right side. Head rolls over to the left, keeping both shoulders down on the mat. For supine twists. Inhale, start to roll the legs back to center. Unravel the left leg, wrap the right leg around the left. Dropping the legs over to the left side, head rolls over to the right. And then just starting to notice anywhere you can start to release around the muscles of the eyes, the jaw, releasing any control of the breath. Letting go of the fingers and toes. On your next inhale, rolling yourself back to center. Unravel the right leg. And we're going to set up for a final resting pose. So you have a couple options. You can either go for Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the sides, one hand on belly or chest, or Shavasana, taking the feet wide, legs long on the mat. So if you're going for Supta Baddha Konasana or Shavasana, just setting up in your final resting pose, relaxing through the breath. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Slowly starting to lengthen the inhales and exhales. Breathing in all the way to the tips of the fingers and toes. Starting to wiggle out through the hands and feet. Maybe rolling your head from side to side. Drawing your knees into your chest. Drop your arms around them. Squeezing them in. Slowly rolling yourself over onto one side, creating a little pillow for your head with your arm. Just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for making this time to start your day on the mat, to find a little bit of what you can control in your day. When you're ready, slowly start to make your way up to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged or kneeling, keeping the eyes closed down or closing them down as you find your seats. Hands can settle in the lap or one hand on top of the other at the heart space. And we'll close together with one releasing round of breath. Take a long inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Bring your hands together in prayer, start to rub them together, creating a little heat between the hands. When you start to feel that heat, bringing them over the eyes. And slowly blinking open your eyes and removing your hands, coming back into your space. Thank you for flowing with me this morning.